No, I likely wouldn't go back to Argonaut Coffee in Tallahassee, Florida. Here's all the things I was looking for. Here's how they ranked. You can go ahead and screenshot this and you don't have to watch the rest of the video. Overall, it was just a very average experience, and that's neither a positive or a negative, right? It's just super neutral. Coffee came out on time. Everyone was nice enough. The place looked nice enough, but it was also a place that, like, you can pop it anywhere. It can be in Jacksonville, it can be in Orlando. I mean, you can go through a drive-through. Like, it is a very franchisable place, if that makes sense. And that, again, is like not shade. It's just how I felt about the experience. And for me, and I'll talk more about it in the rest of the video, it just is not worth it to come out here when there are other coffee shops in the area that have some attributes that I'm looking for in a coffee shop. That probably is just going to be a better option. So let's get into parking first. So there's plenty of parking, but like it's just not convenient. So you can park in the parking garage, which is going to be the closest thing that you can to park to the actual coffee shop. But also, as you see, you do have to pay after 15 minutes. And if you're going to be there for a few more hours, it gets pricey really quickly. So I actually left the parking garage, and there is more parking on the side, but that is also, again, metered parking. And as you see, there are spots available. So it's not the hugest deal in the world, but if you don't want to pay for parking, then you're likely going to try to go around more towards the Cascades Park area, which is what I did, so that you can see if you can find more parking. And I did end up finding parking, but as you can see, ding, 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 it's pretty far from where I'm actually going to go. And that's okay. It's a good day outside. So I took my way over there. Oh, I forgot to say, there is also more parking. But I want to be clear, this is sharing space with Cascades Park. So you just never know if you're going to actually have space. Here's the outside of the place. You cannot bring any outside food. But here is some other things. They are dog friendly. All that you need is your dog on a leash, and I know that's actually not everyone's vibe, but for the people's vibe that is, like, I'm sure you all will love it. And they actually have community events too. That's a tea blending workshop that I'm actually pretty interested in. Oh, actually, no, it's May 20th, so that means it's already passed. Whatever. All right, so as far as seating goes, plenty of seating in different capacities. Work seating, I don't know, but seating nonetheless. We're going to actually head inside to see the layout there, and there's plenty of seating in there in different capacities. So they get an A on the type of seating that you have. All right, here's me going inside, and you can hear for yourself customer service. Hey, hi, how are you? Good. Do you mind if I take a moment and just look at the menu quickly? Okay, thank you. So no like greeting at the door, but as soon as they saw me, like, you know, they acknowledged me with their eyes as I said, hi, how are you? And to be clear, like, I don't need a dog and pony show with people like telling me hi. Again, it's literally just all about, how do you make me feel? Are you nice? Do you acknowledge me? Do you at least just like even a wink or a smile, whatever? I love that. And yeah, so they passed the test there. They also have, if you do end up really liking their coffee, they have things for sale. They have coffee, tea, and so they do actually have a pretty large menu. A good menu. It's like you have a lot of stuff to do. And I also definitely think the vibe is not supposed to be just straight up coffee shop. I feel like community events are supposed to happen here. Like, it is more of a coffee, wine, tea type of place. Here's their menu, everything they have. And you know, we always check. They did have sugar-free syrup. There was only one sugar-free option on the menu, and that was sugar-free vanilla. I wish there were more. I didn't ask, but that's what I saw. But they had plenty of sweets and snacks, so, you know, that's okay. Here is what the vibe of the place looks like. It's big, industrial looking. You can see there's plenty of people who are working on the inside, and I thought it was pretty cute. But again, it can be anywhere. Like, I could roll up. I know a coffee shop looks like this right now in Tampa, okay? Now, here's where it's more community focused, right? Where they have the bulletin board. You know, it's always a staple of a nice local coffee shop, so that's nice. For the main attraction, the coffee, it actually came pretty quick. Here's what my flat white looked like. It looked like it was made properly, and it was okay. Again, it was just an average coffee, nothing special about it. And here's the thing about average coffees, right? Sometimes you do need average. Sometimes you do need just a place that is just going to be nothing over the top. You know what you're getting. You have one certain thing, and that be it. Like, that is also a vibe too. So that is like no shade about it being so average. I don't think average is bad. I think average is just average. At the end of the day, they go in. There were plenty of plugs in every single seating area. Wi-Fi was just open. You didn't need a password. You do have plenty of space to work. Like, it does matter to me that there is enough room for both my laptop, the coffee, and for me to be able to use my mouse. I gotta use a mouse. And they have a killer view of Cascades Park. I love the window. And as I left, that pesky problem about parking being so far, at least non-paid parking being so far, it looks good now, but you know how it is in Florida in the summer. There were plenty of rain showers, and I kind of had to hide out because I couldn't just run to my car. But they did go above and beyond for me when I had forgot to add my sugar-free option, and they could have charged me for it because the transaction hadn't even gone through yet. But the person who's at the front was like, you know, cool, whatever. So yeah, thanks for that one. Overall, no, I likely won't come back if I had other options. Like, I can go somewhere with better parking. If I was in the area, absolutely sure. I needed to meet someone in downtown, was like a very a kind of middle of the road type of location, absolutely would be back. But to make a choice to be like, oh man, what coffee shop am I gonna go to today? They're not gonna be the choice. So hope that's helpful, and I'll see them again maybe